Let's fly with Captain Tappers.
Good morning from a rather wet Birmingham. Today we are flying leg 12 of our UK tour from Birmingham, EGBB, to London City, EGLC. I'll just bring up the map for you. As you can see, 90 nautical miles, flight level 140 and about 40-minute flight time today.
Captain, we are ready for boarding.
Awesome. Now we've only got a few minutes into our departure slot, so we need to get a wiggle on.
Hello.
Now if you've seen the videos before, I'm not going to go through the startup procedure too much this morning.
Welcome aboard.
I have just realised I've forgotten the charts. I've left them in the terminal. Oh well. Right, let's pressurise the cabin.
Let me take that for you.
And check the FMC. That's good. I need to check the fuel as well. Fuel is loaded on board.
Hi.
So far, so good.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this Tappers Airways Flight to London City. The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. Thank you.
Let's request clearance.
Clearance delivery, Tappers 0012 is type IFR to London City, ready to copy.
Tappers 0012 is cleared to London City Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain, altitude 7,000. Departure frequency is 118.05, squawk 6231.
And acknowledge.
Tappers 0012 cleared to London City Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain, altitude 7,000. Departure on 118.05, squawk 6231.
Tappers 0012 correct. Contact ground on 121.8.
And now, even though the weather is absolutely foul outside, I need to check the weather for our departure. So let's tune to 122.0.
Echo, Golf, Bravo, Bravo, airport information, Bravo 1120, Zulu, weather, wind 351 at 10, visibility 2 1/2, sky condition, ceiling 1000, overcast, few clouds at 1400, ceiling 2300, broken, moderate, rain, temperature 2.3, QNH 1036, advise on initial contact, you have information, Bravo, Echo, Golf, Bravo, Bravo.
Well, it's not the worst weather we've ever had. Wind isn't too bad, 10 knots, a few lowish clouds, but we should be able to climb out above those, hopefully.
Captain, the cabin is all secure. All passengers are on board.
Once again, Captain Tappers and crew would like to welcome you on board this Beechcraft B1900D for a flight to London City. Before we proceed with the safety demonstration, please ensure all portable electronic devices are in a flight-safe mode. The cabin crew must be informed immediately if any electronic device is damaged, hot, produces smoke, is lost, or falls into the seat structure. My name is Ella-Mae, and I am your chief flight attendant today. I am on board for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. May I now have your attention as we demonstrate our safety procedures and equipment. The emergency exits and brace position to be adopted in the event of an emergency are shown on the safety card which is in the seat pocket in front of you. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, proceed immediately to your nearest exit. The exits on board are located 2 in front of the cabin, 1 either side, and 2 over-wing exits, 1 either side in the middle of the cabin. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit which may be behind you. If you are instructed to leave the aircraft urgently, the emergency floor guidance system will guide you to the nearest exit. You must leave all your belongings behind. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and unfastened like this. Your life jacket is under your seat. If required, remove the jacket from its container and pass it over your head. Cross the tapes at the back and tie underneath the jacket in a double knot. Do not inflate until you are outside of the aircraft. The jacket is inflated by pulling the red toggle downwards. Should it need more air, please blow into this tube. It has a light and a whistle also for your safety. We also carry children's flotation equipment. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seat belts are fastened, tray tables and seat backs are upright, with the armrest down and hand luggage is placed under the seat in front of you. May we remind you that we operate a no smoking policy. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Brake off. And now let's do the control check. Full left. Full right. Up. Down. Rudder. Left. Right. Control check complete. I was really hoping for better weather today. As you can see, it's pretty horrid outside. This is actually the 4th week I've tried to do the flight. We had to cancel it the other 3 times because of storms here in the UK. Flying in poor visibility and rain is fine. We have the equipment to do that. However, very, very strong winds, which we have been having here in the UK, it just hasn't been safe to fly. So passengers have been getting a bit, how can I put it, aggravated, waiting in the terminal, thinking the flight is going to happen, going back to the hotel. They basically threatened me. They said the flight would need to take place today. Right, flaps have now been activated. Yeah, so we had to go today. Whilst the weather in Birmingham isn't great, I did check the weather report this morning before going into the aircraft, and weather in London at the moment is a lot better than what we've got here. Sunshine and some blue skies. So hopefully as we climb out, we should leave this mucky weather behind. Have a confession to make. Bit nervous about the flight to London City today. Never flown to the airport, and the approach is a bit challenging to say the least. So yeah, but anyway, let's see how it goes. Despite not having the charts, I've managed to find the runway. Let's ask permission from Tower to go.
Birmingham Tower, Avers 0012 at runway 33, ready for departure, IFR to London City. Avers 0012, cleared for takeoff, runway 33, surface wind 35, at 10.
And acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, Avers 0012.
I just checked that there's nothing coming, left or right. Time to give it some beans. Helps if you take the brake off. There you go. And of course it will be a rolling start. Let's give it about 90% power. Let's go. knots. V1. Rotate. Gear up. Positive rate of climb. say goodbye to Birmingham, and we're on our way to London City.
Tappers 0012. Contact Birmingham departure on 118.05. Engine 2 118.05. Tappers 0012. Goodbye.
Contact Birmingham departure.
Birmingham departure. Tappers 0012 is climbing through 1,400 for altitude 7,000.
Tappers 0012. Birmingham departure. Roger. Altimeter 3056. Tappers 0012. Turn left heading 150. Resume on navigation. Climb altitude 7,000.
Turn left heading 150. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain altitude 7,000. Tappers 0012.
We have been given clearance to 7,000 initially. Don't you just love good old default ATC? I love how they say Birmingham. Probably speak better than what I do. Anyway, making our left turn. Still under manual control. Whoops. There goes the wind. Right, these are these low clouds that the weather report told us about. So I'm hoping we can climb up through these and it'll be nice and stable. Passengers aren't going to get that much of a sightseeing tour today due to the sheer amount of clouds that are around. Continuing to turn. In a way, the ATCs have given us the long way round because of the wind direction. So we took off from, I think it was runway 33, wasn't it? Rather than the other runway. It doesn't matter. It just means by the time we actually get onto the flight plan itself, we're probably going to be at 4,000 or 5,000 feet straight out. But yeah, so we're now flying through this cloud base now. Just passing 3,500 feet. And what I would do is once we get onto the actual flight path of our flight plan, I will engage the autopilot. It's relatively stable.
Tappers 0012. Turn left heading 110.
Turn left heading 110. Tappers 0012.
Now I'm just going to acknowledge that, even though I know where I'm going. So we are now going to engage the autopilot. So autopilot engage, yaw dampener engage, set to nav mode, and climb rate of about, what, 1,000 foot a minute? That should do. We are now passing through 4,400 and we are just about to complete our big loop around the airport. Of course, if it was a nice day I could show you through the window the lovely side of Birmingham Airport, but you're not going to see much, just cloud. So we're now on the flight plan now and coming up towards 5,000 feet. Yeah, not a great view. If you like clouds, you're in luck today. Yeah, look at that down there. Lovely. Due to the flight being quite short today, I probably will ask ATC to give us like 11,000 rather than 14,000.
Tappers 0012. Turn right heading 145. Resume on navigation.
Yeah, we'll just acknowledge ATC.
Turn right heading 145. Proceed on course. Tappers 0012.
What I don't want to be is too high when we come to approaching London City.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are climbing towards our cruise altitude. Please remain seated and keep your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Thank you.
I am hoping for a straight-in departure at London City. It's normally runway 9, which should make for a nice, relatively simple approach and give the passengers some sights to look at. Now, with the current ongoing situation, there are not many planes flying, so we shouldn't be too bothered having to wait for the approach for London City. Should be a relatively simple, straightforward flight. Famous last words, eh? Looking at the radar screen on the right hand side, you can see there's 1 or 2 planes up in the air, but nowhere near how many there usually is. Well, as you can see, we're climbing above the cloud base now. We're just approaching 6,800 feet. And we've got blue sky.
Contact Coventry approach on 119.25.
Okay, let's contact Coventry approach.
Over 2119.25, average 00125. Coventry approach, average 0012, with you 6,900.
Average 0012, Coventry approach, roger, altimeter 3056.
So that's done.
Average 0012, flight altitude 9,000.
Being cleared now to 9,000.
Altitude 9,000, average 0012.
So again, climb rate of about 1,000 feet. And let's ask for the extra 2,000.
Average 0012, west altitude 11,000.
Average 0012, climb and maintain altitude 9,000. Expect altitude 11,000.
Climb altitude 9,000, expect altitude 11,000. Average 0012.
I'm hoping the extra 2,000 feet will take us right above these clouds, and it should be nice and smooth.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh,
Traffic.
not again.
Traffic.
What is it with traffic alerts?
Traffic.
There's hardly any planes in the sky.
Traffic.
Yep, there it is. It's on the
Traffic. Traffic.
right hand side.
Traffic.
Can't see it. There. Okay. So it's about the 1 o'clock position.
Traffic. Traffic.
Can't be that plane up there. That's too high, surely.
Traffic.
Oh, it's gone. Thank goodness for that. I have a near miss. Visibility isn't great. All these clouds around. I was going to say panic over, but pilots shouldn't really be panicking, should they? They are trained for all situations. Passengers are probably getting a bit restless. They want to stretch their legs. Not quite yet. I feel more happier for them to do that once we completely clear this cloud.
Average 0012, flight altitude 11,000.
Climb altitude 11,000, average 0012.
Right, we've now been given clearance to get to our cruising altitude of 11,000 feet. I would just like to take this opportunity to say a warm welcome aboard to both our new Tappers Airways Club members and our Loyalty Club card members too. We also now have a Snapchat and Twitter account. Tappers Airways has joined the 21st century. I will be posting some exclusive behind the scenes footage, so if you fancy checking that out, please do feel free to look at the links below.
Average 0012, contact London Control on 118.475.
Acknowledge.
2118.475, average 0012, good day.
Contacting London Control.
London Control, average 0012 is climbing through 9,800 for altitude 11,000.
Average 0012, London Control, roger, altimeter 3055.
1,000 foot to go. Right, turn the seatbelt sign off. Landing lights can go off too.
London Control, Ryanair 1638 is climbing through 9,400 for flight level 210. Ryanair 1638, London Control, roger, altimeter 3056.
The seatbelt sign has been turned off. You're free to move about the cabin. However, we encourage you to remain seated with your seatbelts fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. It is now safe for you to use your portable electronic devices.
What a complete contrast the weather is here compared to what it was like at Birmingham when we took off, and all that rain and yucky weather.
London Control East 6421 with you.
East 6421, London Control, roger.
We are now at our cruising altitude of 11,000 feet. Cloud cover is getting more broken. Good sign. I think now is a good time to reduce power slightly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will shortly be passing through the cabin with our drinks and deli service. If you have a look in your seat pocket, you will find the menu card. Tea, coffee and soft drinks are provided free of charge. For those looking for something slightly stronger, available from the bar is a selection of beers, wines, ciders and spirits. If you wish to purchase anything from our menu cart, please don't hesitate to ask as I pass through the cabin. Thank you.
Echo Golf Lima Charlie Airport information Echo 1220 Zulu weather wind 030 at 6 visibility 10 sky condition ceiling 2800 broken ceiling 3500 broken temperature 8 dew point 1 QNH 1033 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Golf Lima Charlie.
Welcome back. Much better weather at London City. 6 knot wind and much better visibility. Thank goodness for that.
Contact Tapper 0012, George 42 miles northwest. Turn left heading 070, descend and maintain altitude 2000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 9er, approach.
Right, we have the runway 9 approach and acknowledge.
Turn left heading 070, descend and maintain altitude 2000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 9er, approach, Tapper 0012.
Right, I'm going to descend at 1400 feet per minute this time.
Tapper 0012, contact weathering approach on 123 decimal tree.
123 decimal tree, Tapper 0012. Withering approach, Abers 0012 is at 10,600, descending altitude 2,000.
Abers 0012, Withering approach, roger, altimeter 3052.
Set the autopilot to 2,000 feet. Time to turn the seatbelts back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and refasten your seatbelt.
Abers 0012, contact Luton approach on 128.75.
Acknowledge.
128.75 for Abers 0012.
Contacting Luton approach.
Luton approach, Abers 0012, receiving 90,400 for altitude 2,000.
Abers 0012, Luton approach, roger, altimeter 3052.
As there's not really that much to see here while we fly through grey cloud, I will bring you back when we come through it. Just descending through 5,000 and hopefully we should come out of this now. Right, that's the Morse code for London City. I'll tune it in while you're away.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. Thank you.
As you can see, we are beginning to approach more built-up areas. Won't be too long before we approach London. Oh, whoops, I nearly forgot. It's now time for facts about London City and our destination today, London. London City Airport served over 4.5 million passengers in 2017. Only multi-engined fixed-wing aircraft with special aircraft and crew certification are allowed to conduct operations at London City Airport. This is due to the steep 5.5-degree approach. The largest aircraft to use the airport is a specially modified Airbus A318. As for London itself, London is the capital of the United Kingdom with a population of 8.9 million as of 2019. It's the biggest city in Western Europe and houses the world's largest financial centre. London is about 2,000 years old and was founded by the Romans, who called it Londinium. It's also known in the flight simulation world as the land of the low frames. This is due to the sheer complexity of scenery and has brought many a flight simulator to its knees. The Tower of London is well worth a visit. Built by William the Conqueror in 1066 and is home to the Crown Jewels. These little beauties have been stored and displayed at the tower since 1661.
Abers 0012, turn right heading 150.
Better do that before we carry on with the facts.
Turn right heading 150, Abers 0012.
Turning right 150.
Abers 0012, contact London approach on 130.925.
Acknowledge.
Contact London approach on 130.925, Abers 0012. Thanks for the help, bye.
And contact London approach.
London approach, Abers 0012, with you, altitude 2,000.
Abers 0012, London approach, roger, altimeter 3050. Abers 0012, turn right heading 180.
Acknowledge.
Turn right heading 180, Abers 0012.
And turning right 180. Right, back we go. If shows are more of your thing, then it's highly recommended that you head to the West End, where shows such as Phantom of the Opera, Hamilton, Wicked and Evita are performed. Feeling hungry and have stacks of cash? then why not check out the Ivy in London's Covent Garden, or have afternoon tea at the Ritz? Some of London's firsts. The very first ATM was installed outside of Barclays Bank in 1967. The humble traffic light was invented by John Peake Knight. This was installed outside the House of Commons and was gas powered and manually operated. The first modern 3-light traffic light was installed in London's Piccadilly on August 3rd, 1926. Penicillin was discovered at St Mary's Hospital in Paddington by Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928. Right, that's done. I hope you enjoyed some of those. That pays the bills for the next flight, which will be to Leeds Bradford. Can you see what I see? Clear skies, pretty much. A few clouds. It's all disappeared. It could be the perfect weather for an approach to London City. I'm expecting ATC to give us our final vectors for our approach any minute now. We should be on the ground in about 10 minutes time.
Tower 0012, you are 15 miles northwest, turn left, heading 120, descend altitude 1000, cleared ILS, runway 9, approach, maintained altitude 1000 until established on the localizer. Contact City Tower on 118.075.
There we go. So we need to acknowledge.
Turn left, heading 120, descend and maintain altitude 1000, cleared ILS, runway 9er, approach, maintained altitude 1000 until established. Tower on 118.075, Tabers 0012.
First stage of flaps set.
City Tower, Tabers 0012 is 14 miles west inbound ILS, runway 9er, approach.
Tower 0012, City Tower. Continued approach, runway 9er, altimeter 3050.
Descending to 1,000 feet. So descend rate of about 600 should do. And acknowledge.
Runway 9er, Tabers 0012.
As you can see from the skyscrapers in the distance, we haven't got too far to go now. We've got the runway I wanted, runway 9. 1,000 foot approach. That's pretty low. Sounds pretty crazy. So we're going to look out for some sights. Keep the passengers happy. As I said, pretty much near perfect weather conditions. I couldn't ask for anything more. Who would have thought, after that horrible weather in Birmingham, we'd have an approach like this? Now, I can recognise the BT Tower, which is literally just past the 12 o'clock position. So I think we are going to fly to the right hand side of the BT Tower. I'm getting quite scared now. Can't see the runway yet. And I think we are now officially in the land of the low frames. However, so far, it's holding up pretty well. Yep, that's definitely the BT Tower. You can see it now. We're going to fly pretty close to it. Oh, a little bit of turbulence, but not too much. Well, so we're coming up to the River Thames. Passengers should be enjoying the view. I'm quite enjoying it. Yep, that's the BT Tower passing us now. I'm going to fly over the top of this building. And we're now going to hit approach. ILS is now active. Second stage of flaps. You can see Tower Bridge straight in front of us. And I think that might be St Paul's on the left hand side, and also you can see the Gherkin, the building called the Gherkin, up at the 10 o'clock position. I'd love to show you more. That's the London Eye. I've got to keep an eye on where I'm going. Speed 140 knots.
Tower 0012, cleared to land, runway 9er.
Here we go.
Cleared to land. Runway 9er. Average 0012.
Gear down. Three green.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to land. Please remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.
I can just see the airport off in the distance. Speed now decreasing. About 110, 120. Want to make sure we have enough speed though. I'm going to drop out of the sky. I want to keep it around 120 if I can. Right, I think we're going to fly in between these buildings. I'm pretty sure the ones on the right hand side is Canary Wharf and also the HSBC building. It's kind of nice to fly into an area that I know. Flying over the Thames, as I live about an hour away from London. What do all these people think? Mad Captain Tappers flying between the buildings. That's pretty close. There's Canary Wharf and the HSBC building. Flying over the Thames for the final time. Keeping an eye on the glide slope now. Expecting that little green ball to move any second now. All the while keeping an eye on the speed. 110 and 120 knots is really where I want it. Glide slope is now active, so I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy the landing. Well, we floated a bit. Thank goodness the runway was quite long. But it was a pretty soft landing. Okay, time to get off of the runway. Flaps now can go up. Let's turn here. Well, we didn't end up in the Thames.
Fabber 0012, contact ground on 121.825.
Contacting ground.
Engine 2121.825. Fabber 0012. Good day. City round. Fabber 0012. Request taxi to stand. Fabber 0012. Taxi to stand 11 via taxiway Kilo Delta. Taxiing to stand 11 using taxiway Kilo Delta. Fabber 0012.
Welcome to London.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London City. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure you have all items of personal hand luggage, checking your seat pockets, the overhead lockers and also the area all around your seat. Do take care when opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Please continue to observe the non-smoking sign. May I remind you that within accordance with UK law, smoking is not permitted within any public buildings. Please take care when disembarking the aircraft steps, as they may be slippery and narrower than you are used to. The handrails should be used, hand luggage held securely, and any passengers with small children should hold their hand. Mobile phones and portable electronic devices may be used in aircraft mode once the doors have been opened. On behalf of Captain Tappers and myself, we hope you have enjoyed your flight with us today, and we look forward to welcoming you on board Tappers Airways again soon. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, we're looking for gate 11. As I said, not seen the charts for this airport ever before. However, it's a pretty small airport, so it should be pretty easy to find. This is gate 7. And gate 8. So, yep, we're in the right direction. And here's gate 11. Mind the crazy van driver. And this will do nicely.
Goodbye. Have a nice trip. It's been our pleasure. Goodbye.
All done. Perfect.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.
Thank you so much for joining us on our flight today to London City. Please do stay safe and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.